this one. No, not this one. Reduce. Okay, so this one is reduced. Okay, so boom.
I'm a little short of breath because it has been a long day and I have been breathing all the time. Do you care for piano music? Too bad. Well, it is always a big question for me to choose something to play, but I think I will talk a little and play a little about Mozart, the Danish composer, Hans Christian Mozart. Mozart, as you know, was only from here up. He was what we call a bust. But in spite of that physical handicap, the scholars insist that he was fairly happily married. But Mrs. Mozart wasn't. She went all the way to the floor. I shall now go to the piano. You didn't think we had one. You might not. I told you. Well, if the piano went up there, I would go up with it. This is one big black key. Oh, I'm sorry. This is a wonderful piano. It's a shame these big fat opera singers always lean against them and bend them, isn't it? A shame. These are heavy arias. And now, is this too drafty? Pardon me for sitting down, but it's... Actually, I have chosen to play the selection for which I've had most requests during many years on the stage. The last request was in 1936. And I can't remember what it was. There are three things. There are three things I can never remember. Four. I'm going to play a Viennese waltz by a Viennese composer, Gärtner. When you hear this, that is the introduction to the waltz. Then when you hear this, that is the main theme of the waltz. Then when you hear this, then there is definitely something wrong. Because that's Chopin. Oh, now I remember. I was going to speak about Mozart. I'm going to play an opera in four flats. because he had to move 3 times. It's a short opera. Actually, Mozart wrote it, but he had Salieri's name on it.
Oh shit!
That's not the point. I wonder what this thing is for here. And millions of people don't know what this thing is for. Unfortunately, I happen to be one of them. Now, anyway, it is a very short opera. It is only in 1 act. It begins when the curtain rises, otherwise you couldn't see a thing. On the stage are 2 large trees, one on this side and one on the other side. First, the tenor comes in. He's supposed to meet his soprano, who hasn't arrived yet, of course. And when she comes in later, she can't find him because he has hidden himself. Hidden. Now, we're talking about Mozart, not hidden. Behind the tree. Now, she hides behind the other tree because she wants to surprise him when he comes in later, which she doesn't because he's there already. It's very difficult. It's a cute plot, so to speak. Now the chorus comes in, but nobody knows why except Mozart, and he's dead. Here. Now, we're talking about Mozart, not hidden. Behind the tree. Now she hides behind the other tree because she wants to surprise him when he comes in later, which she doesn't because he's there already. It's very difficult.
What the fucking Christ?
What that thing is for here? And millions of people don't know what.
Jesus in the thing. So I see if I can say Jesus Christ now. Like fucking Christ, and because I'm following the Allah thing, the Muslim Islam thing. When I say thing, everything the same. My finger is the thing, the fucking keyboard is the thing. So I'm gonna have to ask the caliphates if I can say the Allah's things, caliphate's things, the Quran's things, Islamic things, and the Muslims things. Yeah, can you say that? Yeah, without being insulting. Fucking lost it. When I was at Salieri's, the bated breath. Now I know what it is. It's called bated breath. And I'm gonna have to check bated breath of Shakespeare. You know, because I'm so excited, I barely breathe. I barely breathe. It's my words that are trying to breathe. It's not breathing. It's just happening in my mouth because I'm not going through the air never goes through my lung when I'm speaking. You guys just stop. Maybe a tiny breath. I don't know. I have to practice like a singer. Oh, a singer thing. What is it called? I'm gonna show you later. That's just the history of how Italian chicks, Italian bitches, the Italian mistresses, conquered, even maybe French mistresses, whatever, conquered by Napoleon of the trash of that era. Does it fit the era of Mozart? You know, the Italian shit happening here. Mozart, Amadeus Mozart is, and Constance Mozart. Germaine. Victor Bush is angry. So, there's, around that. It's fine. It's fine with, it's fine. Germaine. Perfectly fine. There was a lot of hate, in 1936 around, Nazi Germany. Nobody, even Victor Borge, with cock block from history, didn't know about, the flying saucers things and etc. of the cock block of history by Nazi Germany to hide the fact that they were really working hard to restore something that was stolen from us, which is our freedom ever since Rome.
Now the father comes in, her father comes in, and he's very angry because he doesn't even want to be in the opera. Yeah, he hates opera, he hates music, and he decides he must die. She dies, and the curtain falls, but not hard enough. I take you to the opera where you just hear the overture, but as soon as the chore is over, the rest comes right with it. Conductor's footsteps when he enters the orchestra pit. He walks sideways.
Never saw that one.
The conductor is a little horse. Yeah. Now the curtain rises, the tenor comes in from that side in a single file. goes behind the tree line. Thank you, I'll tell him.
Sopranos is shit, eh? Sopranos is shit, eh? I gotta be the voice of them. Fuck you with your fucking trash Italian. Get lost. You were great, but get lost regardless. Whatever. The pizzo behind the whole thing to get only your sopranos to be heard in the fucking world. And calling it, your own shit. It belongs to you. This whole music trash. You stole everything from around you. You didn't have music back then. It was farts were music for you. That's what music was. Slicing flesh, slicing baby heads and jerking off on it, hearing the amputated body parts falling on the floor, cries of people around you, asking for plea of what do you say? Like plea for the lives, asking to survive, asking for the lives to be bated breath. Asking for their lives to be spared. It's just thinking of shared, spared. And you didn't. You didn't spare anybody's life. And then you build up your commerce and your shit, and the Sopranos, and all your gimmick of shit, man. Look at this, Victor Borge, piano player. He's perfectly able to be a soprano that you call sopranos. You call them singers. You call them musicians. You call them musician. Any musician has a right to motherfucking sing as loud as they motherfucking want. Exactly like this guy's doing. Okay? Exactly like he's doing. It doesn't have to be called, he's trying to do soprano thing. No. It's you guys, you're trying to remove our ways and all of our procedural ways to express ourselves. And you're trying to this Italian cannot do it. Fuck you. You stole everything from everybody. Fuck you, Italia. Fuck you, the church. F you, Saint Basilica of the anus of nothing. Return to dust. What you were before.
Now the leading lady arrives. She's supposed to fill the part of the soprano. She not only fills it, she overflows it. She's a big soprano. She's about 4.5 feet tall, lying down. She arrives in a single pile. Her voice reaches part of the body other singers never heard of. She goes behind a tree and surrounds it completely. Now, while you were laughing and applauding, the chorus has been in and out, and yes, and the baritone comes in. He finds out that he's in the wrong opera. Yeah. But now the father comes in, the il basso.
Alle Herren aufrichten in die Erde.
Well, how low can a man get? He has now told her all he wants to tell her, and she sings her death aria. To make a long story short, she dies by stabbing herself between the two big trees there on the stage. No.
see this, guys? Do you see this lineage of garbage? It looks like it's Latin, the fucking Giovanna, the fucking Italian Josefa, the fucking Italian Cacilia, the fucking Constanza, the fucking Maria, the fucking gimmick, fucking Italian lineage of garbage. Mozart probably never had a lineage, right? It's probably garbage from there of just entirely Italian blood to just replace Mozart and his lineage and replace the company if he was ever built a company not ever owned like Bombardier, let's for instance, not even owned by Italians and it becomes Italian company. You know what I mean? It's just like Bombardier. It's not even you're owned by the Bombardier family anymore. Like, what the fuck is this? It's the same with Saputro. It was Sapu something before. Like it was Sapu. Sapu was Sapu. Was it French? Sapu. C'est comme du fromage. Sapu. Dans le temps des Gaulois. Sapu. And just yeah, Sapu. Sapu. C'est le fromage qui pue. Ça c'est bon. Sapu. En français dans le temps, là, dans la Gaule. Hein? En Gaule, les Français, là. Sapu. Bon, l'espèce de marché de fromage. Lui, c'est un marchand de fromage. Pas Panoramix. Ouais, Panoramix, merde. Panoramix. Et voilà. Panoramix. Et voilà, le shop de Panoramix, c'était. Non, attends, Panoramix, tu te trous de cul, là. Il vient d'où, Panoramix? Dis-moi. Non, c'est une méga potion, lui, là. C'est du scientifique. Juste pour être sain, il est gaulois vraiment. Hein. Panoramix. 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 Hein? Bon, elle est le principal druide de la bande dessinée Astérix. Albert Uderzo, c'est qui ça? Albert Uderzo, Gucci. Hein? Gucci. Française, nationalité française. Oh wow, I like this. Because we see Italian blood. He templated the entirety of the plan of the Italians. You understand what I mean? Oh! Polong in Ukraine, Gusney Sinfi Hospitalier. Oh, it has nothing to do with. It has nothing to do with Italian. Oh, motherfucker. It's not Italian templated Italy. See, they don't turn back against their guys. Never, 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 so ever. You see nothing of Italian that do the Alti Picasso. Never, they never trash Rome. Guccini was a French comedian, right? And it's. Are you serious? He died again. Age 51. They were angry. They were angry. Italians were angry. Their plans were templated entirely in super cool books like the call it, don't call it Bible manuscripts of the French. I love it. Manuscripts of the French are extremely good and intellectually developed to the point of being one one image is a verse of the Quran, but written differently and by French people and a mix of exactly those guys. Albert Uderzo, Jean-Jacques Sampé, Maurice, Jean-Jacques Tabary, et puis un petit qui lui. Sweden, dude! This is awesome. Fuck this, this is so cool. This is more than cool. Those guys were freaking. Uderzo was Uderzo. Ah, Uderzo. Mm-hmm. And what was this guy doing there? Italian? French Italian? Italian? Ah, Pizzo Pizzo. What has he done in there? We see Uderzo. Think he's smart or is he cool? Is he a cool one? He looks. If he let all of this happen and nobody died young, which they died, but the band, I don't know. He looks to me like a Robin Williams to me. He looks like a Robin Williams, maybe Italian. Who knows? And that's it. I'm giving my opinion, and I don't know. Oh, Mussolini's dictatorship. Or maybe the Mussolini and the Italian thing. Maybe the Mussolinis were really friends with the Germans. Holy shit. Then you would have the Italian fucking guys right there that are helping in society to counter the trash lineage of Rome. I would have to need more proof. Let me see Robin Williams. I would have it right there. Robin Williams was a fine person. I need to make links. I need to make more links. Okay. And I mean, that would point me in the right direction if all the towns are the same and they're pieces of trash. Hey, this was maybe a cunt of a trash of a. Of course she was. Probably, maybe. I mean, probably. I mean, whatever. It seems as Victor Borge has the figure right on it. And he seems to be pointing her as the peaking Tom that were all in the life of Mozart. She was 360 behind a tree. She was checking the entirety of what Mozart was doing and trying to be the porn artist of his life. She was trying to literally be everywhere. They killed Mozart. Salieri killed Mozart. I hope his blood was saved. His blood and his lineage was saved. Oh, see. Yeah. Look, dudes, I would say, look, hey, maybe died in their infancy, and four died in their infancy. She was a killer of the real, a killer of the real legacy. Babies, killing babies, maybe the real babies of Mozart that she was not making with Italians, maybe. Hopefully, I hope that these guys have lineage from here. That she was not a fucking killer of lineage. I thought she was German. It says Germanic. The sound was German. Constance Weber. Oh, it's wearing Zell. I'm in the town here. Oh, then it would be a save. So they didn't see it properly. Maybe oh, this is a fake name. Yes, she's coming from Germany. I was sure what I was calling. No, but because it ended up that she didn't do nothing at the end of this. She was too stupid crying. Or no, she was in love. She was in love. We see it in the movie. She's crying. It looks like it's love. Like she doesn't know what to do. She's not smart enough. She's not educated. She doesn't know. It's just Salieri taking the fucking position and just screwing everybody. Screwing the Gallic, the Gallic um, coalition, the Gallic coalition, and the Village Gaulois. That's what it seems to me. This looks like because she's coming from Germany. Maybe in Germany, but that's a problem, right? Germany, and it started being trashed in 900 in 19 in 19 before the 1900s because Germany took a stand there. So what was, what happened in Vienna? It's Mozart that went to Vienna. Where's Vienna? I thought that was in Italy. Fuck is this? I thought Vienna was in Italy. Is it the city on the water, that kind of thing? Or I'm missing too. Cool. Hmm. Yeah, you need to keep that there. Yeah. An alliance between some maybe a fake. Look, Wesley was appointed prime minister by King Victor Emmanuel. House of Savoy. House of Savoy. Wow, how is that Italian? House of Savoy. Look at this. Savoy, Savoy. This looks like English, French. What the fuck is that? Who's the actor there of playing? I don't remember his name. The vampire movie actors. The film. No, it's not this. So how about this one? There's one here. One moment. There's that actor also. Highlander, right? Highlander. Christoph Lambert. It's not this guy. Ah, right. Let me see. That's pretty cool. Uh, Let me go to. It's Savoy, isn't it? Savoy. Hold on. Look at this. Savoy Charm. El Chic. The heck is it? In Egypt. Yeah. Isn't that weird? Weird, interesting. Anyway, there's an actor there. That's cool. I'm gonna keep that there. Savoy. What the hell? It's so complicated. He's in Umberto. And I'm sorry to everybody that is insulted of my ex-girlfriends up to now, even those that had smelly vagina. You know why? Because everybody has infections once and then. Everybody, it motherfucking happens. Okay, it just happened to be at the moment that maybe you had one, and but in the end, your whole family seemed to be exactly that on me, 24/7, exactly like a bitch, a Peking Tom. You were always watching me when I was in the bus, and you were waiting for the bus on the street. Maria Villela was watching me as if she was a freaking sorceress, Louise Librizzi. And I was turning away. At some point, it scared me. I turned away. Turned away. And the next day after the Petra thing happened, where we say, okay, we're gonna try to arrange for maybe, when we get over that we're adult, both of us, that we marry, and after that we can have sex. The next day, right next day, and I was watching porn at that time. Remember that on the computer of Guillaume Vero. Oh, correct. Guillaume Vero was on one side, and you had Hector Chango, Kesun Chang on the other side of the room. Me, I was on the computer of when Guillaume Vero wasn't there, and I was always cleaning after, watching freaking adult porn, dude. Freaking, porn, adult porn, fine porn. That's right. And playing Diablo 2 or StarCraft or games in Hector on the other side at the end, you know? And we're like literally, it was LAN party 24/7 with me, Hector, Diablo 2, man. Or something like that. I think it was, yeah, Warcraft 3. I think Dota also. Is it possible? I'd have to check. Long time ago. Anyway, and suddenly, like I say, watching porn. What happened was porn, cookies, keyboard key clicks, and viruses, the trojans of the spywares, of the malwares, of the backdoors of rotten pizzo pizzo, NSA, tribalistic people in the background of computers, that at some point the internals of the hierarchy, maybe even not of the hierarchy of decent people inside of those agencies, they train somebody to be just learning somebody decent like Edward Snowden to be learning what he's supposed to learn and to decide of things that are just not normal. He probably passed the class. When he passed this class, like we see in the movie, we see him pass the class in the movie. Everything's fine up till there. Everything's fine. Teachers are fine, etc. And the moment as he starts and sent to be working in one of those places where they're behind computers, ah, different story. Now he sees with everything that he's seen in his life, everything wrong that he's ever seen. He's placed right in Rome. Luxury, Rome at home, anus a-holes, tribalistic liars behind closed doors that are watching our boobs or freaking porn history and just laughing it out when they see our cameras. We're watching our cameras which are facing us. We can't close them in our cell phones. We're crapping, taking a crap in the morning. We have the camera right in our face when we have pigs from Rome watching us take a shit. And nobody takes a note of anything. They're just trying to manipulate the data and just use it like peeking toms to screw us so that they know when we're shitting. They know when we're shitting, what happens? Somebody knocks on your door. Stressed, clack, constipated. Alright, somebody's on you. You know, it's like it's retarded. Nobody's taking rendezvous with anybody. Everybody's disturbing everybody. It doesn't make any sense in society. It's trash. It's always the stress. A 360 bubble around everybody's stress. It's stupid. Anyway, there's an actor, man. He's very good in another movie. But you know, I'm very interested now, maybe dicking around the starting because this is Benito Mussolini. This is lineage of Italians that were killed back then. His family was being killed by the lineage of the trash of Caesar, Julius Caesar, when Julius Caesar suddenly out of nothing decides to conquer the everything. And even maybe his descendants was never told of this. Was never told of this whole thing. Like maybe a powerful fucking goddamn lineage. Okay, maybe see it that way. Maybe because of how communications behind the background. You Italians are pigs. You're just looking at pee pee, caca, and zizi, and the anus and boobs. While some smart people, maybe like this guy, maybe, are communicating with Nazis in order to understand history. Because maybe the Germans had found that that family, the Mussolinis, maybe were a decent, righteous family, not accepting the prosperous commerce of the mafia and the things like this. You know what you know, that he took the reign of military, and it was immediately the army, flack, sending troops to a town of them owned by mafias. But did he kill all of them, or made them work for him? That's the thing. It's like however you want to see it, you still have to check based on what happened with Italy back then. Rome, Caesar, Julius Caesar. Who was subdued to Julius Caesar? Which families were subdued? Were some families able to stay sane in their mind, to stay, were Italians family, were Romans families, were they able to stay sane and stay out of this gimmick of using baby heads to jerk off? Baby heads and slicing them, just using the body to jerk off on a freaking shaking baby. Okay? And that's the thing. Maybe they were all for us or not. Some people left. My family, is German blood, the Schooners and the Burgers, they left Germany prior to the 1900s because they were afraid. So, have some family been able through the time to flee Rome as if it was the fucking mafia because they were afraid of all this, and so they can find protection, and that they got protection somewhere else to rebuild their confidence outside of the chains of the fucking mafia. And that's where it's important to know who are they so that we can protect them so that they don't get killed in this whole gimmick of the of this of where we are at ever since 2020, ever since COVID-19, of the whole fucking destruction of the planet by whoever started this shit. It's important, but you see, Napoleon was trash. So Benito Mussolini, Savoy's for the collusion. Oh, collusion with, so, yeah. I was trying to protect the Italians again. See, people, it's inside of me. But it's fine to be like this. Isn't fine to try to see the good things and the bad things. But the problem with me is that they're always gonna screw me in the end because I have Jewish blood also. It's in my lineage. I have a good heart. I think I have Jewish blood because it was a commerce that they owned, the Schooners back then. I do believe, I was told, the commerce they were holding in Germany. And then didn't look what it was happening. Commerces were starting to be trashed, but my lineage didn't were not trashed. I got afraid. They moved here, tried to rebuild in Pierreville. It got burnt because there's the hate around Jewish blood. I believe so. For the Schooners. It's this fucked up goddamn life, a fucked up freaking zizany of everybody killing each other for those stupid reasons. If you put the dots on history and put the links, and then you realize, you're not my enemy, I'm not your enemy, and this is not the enemy of this one, that is not the enemy of this one. You put all the links together, and everything leads to Rome through time. Everything leads to the trash of Rome through time. They're still continuing today. Saint Basilica, the fucking mafia, they keep staying alive. It keeps staying alive. They're helping it through the back of the back doors of the church. The back doors, they keep staying alive. The head of this thing needs to be cut this time around. Who are you in society that's a bitch like this? The church? Who is being a shit in Rome still today? That we live a life of shit. You want to know everything around the lives of everybody. Is it just me? You know? Or was it everybody? I think it was literally everybody at this point, ever since a long time. Until maybe World War One, World War Two. I'd say the at this point, I'd say the culmination of all of the wars of this planet through history. Everybody that died, how they died, and etc. And plug all sorts of freaking everything around those stories that are true, and we get to know what's what, who's who, and who's evil, who's not evil, who got killed because of a vagina wiper and got their legacy trashed. It's not a page turn. I'm not gonna listen to that though. Yeah, but it's great. I want to listen to the music. So, thanks for watching.